This is one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in human history. Even after a century, no one has been able to explain it with science. It all happened on a cold day in February 1959, when a group of 9 experienced hikers tragically and mysteriously died overnight in the Ural Mountains. But here's where things get truly disturbing. Although the group was made up of 9 people, 11 bodies were found. And their deaths? Tragic doesn't even begin to describe it. Each body was missing a different organ. No blood, no signs of struggle, just eerie, unexplained mutilations. Authorities were immediately alerted. If this was a murder, it was unlike any the world had ever seen. Forensic reports showed no signs of fighting. In fact, the bodies showed no evidence of human conflict at all. Even more chilling, the hiker's tent had been slashed open from the inside, as if they were trying to escape something in pure panic. Footprints were found outside, barefoot, in the snow. Some speculated it was an avalanche. But avalanches don't neatly remove internal organs or leave mysterious burn marks in the surrounding area. No theory could explain all the strange details. It seemed only the dead knew what really happened that night. Years later, a journalist who had investigated the case decided to publish a novel based on it. But just days before it went to print, she was killed in a car accident on a wide, empty road. No other vehicles involved. Some believe it wasn't an accident at all, but a deliberate cover-up. Decades passed. Then came Annie, a curious psychiatrist who stumbled upon the Dyatlov Pass incident. The more she read, the more obsessed she became. She contacted a filmmaker friend, hoping to turn the story into a documentary. To keep things authentic, they hired professional mountaineers to guide the journey. But Annie had another reason. She wanted to solve this mystery once and for all. The team formed a group of 5 and set off for the Ural Mountains. Their first stop was a remote village at the mountain's base. According to records, back in 1959, one hiker had turned back early due to illness. After learning his team had died, he went insane and was locked in a psychiatric facility. So Annie and her team headed there, hoping to get an interview. But instead of answers, they were kicked out by hospital staff. Just as they were about to leave in disappointment, they spotted an old man standing at a window holding a sign, trying to say something, before staff rushed in and pulled him away. That night, Annie couldn't shake the feeling. What if that man was the only surviving member? What if the government had been hiding the truth all along? The next day, they caught a ride out of town. As fate would have it, the driver casually mentioned that his aunt was one of the first responders to the original 1959 incident. Excited, Annie and her crew fired up the camera and began interviewing her. What she said chilled them to the bone. Not only were there 11 bodies, not 9, but next to the extra 2 corpses were strange mechanical parts no one recognized. One tree was even still on fire when they arrived. But when the military showed up, they took away only the 2 extra bodies and the debris, then silenced everyone. The official report said there were only 9 bodies. Something was being hidden. Something big. Hearing this only fueled Annie's determination. The team geared up and headed straight for the mountains. They were laughing, chatting, completely unaware that what awaited them in the frozen silence would make them regret ever coming here.